In Nakuru County, thousands of families are facing challenges that leave them with almost no way to meet their basic needs. Some have been displaced by the rising water from Lake Nakuru. Others are caring for children with disabilities, chronic illnesses, or special medical needs. Many depend on informal work that has become unreliable or completely unavailable. For these families, hunger is not an occasional struggle, it is a daily reality. Springs of Hope Foundation works on the front lines of this reality. Our team moves through communities where support rarely reaches, places where the elderly lives alone with no income, where single mothers face impossible choices, and where children are growing up in circumstances that make survival itself uncertain. In the flooded areas of Parkview, we met families who lost everything when the water rose. Parents showed us where their homes once stood, now covered in murky water and debris. Children have been falling sick with waterborne diseases, and in the absence of food, have resorted to collecting small salty fish washed up by the floods. Community elders shared how poverty have pushed some adolescent girls into dangerous situations, with health workers reporting a rise in HIV infections in the area. These families have no social safety net, only the hope that someone will show up. We have also met families whose struggles are not caused by flooding, but by long-term burdens and the absence of any formal support system. Among them is Rahma, a young single mother raising her son, who lives with autism after suffering brain damage from severe pneumonia. Because he needs constant supervision, Rahma cannot take on regular work. She relies on small cleaning or laundry jobs near her home, so she can return quickly if he needs her. Food insecurity is a constant threat. There is also Mora, who has been bedridden for years due to a spinal condition. Widowed and raising 4 children, she depends on her older children for basic care. One of her sons has lived with complications from hydrocephalus since childhood and remains bedridden as an adult. Their family survives almost entirely on the kindness of neighbors and the support of organizations like ours. These stories represent only a fraction of what families in Nakuru face every day. Behind every door we knock, there is another story of resilience under pressure, another parent running out of options, another household surviving on hope alone. This is why Springs of Hope Foundation continues to distribute food hampers directly to the most vulnerable households, families who cannot work, who cannot relocate, who are caring for children with complex needs, or who have been displaced by circumstances beyond their control. Each hamper does more than fill empty plates. It gives a family stability for several days. It protects children from hunger. It allows caregivers to breathe, even if it's just for a moment. And it reminds households on the edge of crisis that they're not forgotten. Your support keeps this work alive. Your generosity reaches the families who have nowhere else to turn to. Together, we can ensure that no one in our community has to face hunger alone.
Springs of Hope Foundation wamefika katika eneo letu kwa ajili ya wale waliopatwa na janga la kuathiriwa na maji na